What's up YouTube, Capital G here, and we have ourselves yet another new card from the Dark Illusion to discuss. This one is called Block Dragon, and as soon as I saw this guy, and I'm pretty sure that most of you guys made the instant connection, the first card that came to my mind was Block Golem. I was like, not only do they both have block in the name, but like the cards look like they're just made out of blocks, and you know, some of you guys probably thought of like Block Man as well. So as soon as I saw this card, I instantly associated it with Earth and Rock Monster, and I was like, this is probably some sort of like rock earth support, which it would make sense in this set, even though this set is called the Dark Illusion. I mean, the Tremids are all earth and they're all rock, so I was like, maybe this is kind of just like a generic rock earth monster that is supposed to support either Tremids or can, you know, just support earth rock in general. Maybe we're going to be running back, you know, the rock stun. That was a little thing for a little bit of time, mainly because of like Block Golem, and it made it a lot easier to get the rock stun monsters like back from the graveyard and whatnot once you kind of use their stun abilities and launch them at stuff. So let's look at Block Dragon. I like the artwork. It kind of almost reminds me of Blowback Dragon just a little bit. All right, so as expected, it is an Earth Rock monster, you know, because it has block in the name, just like Block Man and Block Golem. It is level 8, and it is 2,500 attack, 3,000 defense. I'm pretty sure that those are Blue Eyes White Dragon stats just reversed. I think you can quote me on that one. It says it cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand or the graveyard by banishing 3 earth monsters from your hand or the graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by any other way, so it's a Nami. Effect number 1. Rock type monsters you control cannot be destroyed except by battle. Effect number 2, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add up to 3 rock type monsters from your deck to your hand whose total levels equal 8. You can only use this effect of Block Dragon once per turn. Okay, so to me, there are so many good things going on with this card. For starters, 2,500, 3,000 for a level 8 is perfectly fine. I think the stat line is pretty good. The special summon or the summoning conditions, even though I don't generally love Namis, is fine. The reason that I say that is because not only does it essentially summon itself for no real cost. Anytime you just have to banish things from the graveyard, you're not spending card advantage, but then you can also summon it from the graveyard. Like, you can summon it from the hand or the graveyard, so it's like you get dual utility. It's kind of got the whole like what's that guy? Light Pulsar Dragon. It's kind of got that Light Pulsar Dragon thing going on where hand or the graveyard. Second thing, the second this guy hits the field, he automatically gives not only himself, but he gives, you know, other rock monsters some protection. And even if you don't have any other monsters on field, he gives himself protection. Even this card cannot be destroyed except by battle, which is cool because if you put his big ass in 3,000, you know, 3,000 butt in defense, like, it's pretty damn hard to get over 3,000 booty. And then the last effect is the fact that he just pays for himself. If he happens to die, you can just get up to 3 monsters whose levels equal 8. I mean, generally, if you're playing something like Rock Stun, you probably just, you know, maybe you can get like 2 Block Golems and something else, or you could just get, you know, like 2 level 4s, which would be probably like one of the simplest things to do. But I like this card. It's easy summoning conditions, and you know what? Even if you somehow don't have 3 cards in the graveyard, you can use like 2 from the graveyard and 1 from your hand. Like, I like there's so much flexibility in this card. You know, you can banish from the hand and the graveyard. You can summon from the hand and the graveyard. The card offers protection the second it hits the field, and then when it dies, it pays for itself. Like, actually, you end up getting a potential plus. Assuming you banish 3 from the graveyard and you summon it essentially as just a 1-for-1. Like, let's say that it dies to, I don't know, getting ran over by some random shit like that. Like, it just gets ran over by, I don't know, a pumped up Erebus or something like that. Then you could potentially search 3 monsters, and then it's like, okay, well, I just want +2, or you could search 2 monsters and then you went +1. So I don't know. I think this card is really good. I think maybe depending on how the rest of the Tremid archetype looks, maybe you could splash in a copy of this. This could be a way that Rock Stun is revived. Like, if Rock Stun is ever going to be a thing, it'll be because of something like this. Being able to summon this and give all your monsters protection is legitimate, especially when it doesn't really require any advantage to summon, and then when it dies, it just kind of gives you advantage right back. So let me know what you guys think of Block Dragon. I think the card's fantastic. Thank you for watching as always.